Hello and welcome to this class. We're going to have a core quickie. So we're going to activate the core and we're going to flow for around about 10 minutes. So this is more of an intermediate to advanced flow. So you'll want to make sure that you have learnt hypopressives first before practicing this one and know some of the foundational postures. So we're going to start off on all fours for a quick warm up. We're going to inhale, right arm lifts up. Exhale, we thread it underneath the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we thread. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we thread. We'll do one more here. Inhale, up. And exhale, we thread. Nice. Coming back to center. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, thread underneath. So we're just warming up the ribs, the thoracic spine, or really the whole spine, so that when we come to doing our lateral breathing and our apnea, we've got a little bit more movement and give. Really nice. And then back to center. Come up onto the knees. Inhale the arms up. Hold the right wrist with the left hand, and then draw the arms over to the left side. Take an inhale here and an exhale. Breathing into those side ribs. Exhale up to center. Take hold of the other wrist with the hand. Inhale. Exhale to the side. Inhale here. Stay on that lateral bend. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice. We're going to come down onto all fours now, setting up in our Gaia position. So I've padded out my knees because they feel it in this position. So hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, toes are tucked under at the back. And we're spreading the mat apart with the hands to get that shoulder girdle nice and active. Bend in the elbows. We're going to do 3 breaths apnea. And then we're going to lift the knees up on the apnea. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhale into the ribs. And exhale softly and slowly. Inhale, ribs expanding. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause, open the ribs, push into the feet and the hands and hover the knees off the floor, just an inch or 2. Hold it here, keep those elbows bent, especially if you're hypermobile. Holding it here, breathing in whenever you're ready, drop the knees down. Great, come to the back of your mat now. You might want to remove the prop from underneath your knees because we're going to be moving. So we're going to do some crawling with leg extension. So we're going to inhale in position. Exhale, right hand, left knee crawls forwards. Keep the back of the pelvis and shoulders nice and level. Inhale. Exhale, slide forwards. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly through the mouth, slide forwards. Hold the breath out, pause, open the ribs, slide that front knee back, extend that foot no higher than the hip, and then lift that right arm. Really nice. Holding it here for as long as you can. Really engaging that core canister. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale, place the knee and hand where they were originally, and we're going to crawl backwards. We're going to inhale in position. Exhale slowly through the mouth, sliding back. Inhale here. And exhale softly and slowly sliding back with the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hand and knee come to meet. Hold the breath out, pause, open the ribs, hover the knees off the floor. Keep a bend in those elbows, holding it here for as long as you can, and then breathing in whenever you're ready. Nice, lovely. We're going to go on the other side this time, so left hand, right knee. Inhale. Exhale slowly through the mouth, left hand, right knee. Inhale here. Exhale softly and slowly through the mouth, sliding the other side. Inhale. Exhale slowly through the mouth, sliding the first side. You're going to hold the breath out, pause, open the ribs. Really nice. Extend that front knee back, flex that foot, lift the arm, making sure you're no higher than the hips and shoulder. Holding it here, keep that bent, the hand that's on the floor, that arm bent. And then breathing in whenever you're ready, placing the hand and the knee back down. Lovely. We're going to move backwards this time. So you're going to inhale. Exhale slowly through the mouth, sliding that front hand, front knee back. Inhale. Slowly exhale, sliding the other side back. Inhale here. Exhale, hand and knee come to meet. Hold the breath out, pause, open the ribs, hover the knees. Holding it here for as long as you can. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Drop the knees down. Really nice, lovely. So it's quite a strong one on the arms as well. So keep the elbows slightly bent, pushing the weight into the fingers to take it out of the wrists. And we're going to inhale here. Exhale, slide right hand, left knee forwards. Inhale here. Slowly exhale through the mouth. At the end of this exhale, plant into the toe or the feet and the hands and lift the hips up, keeping the weight over the shoulders. Lovely. Working the heels down to the floor if you've got the length there. Holding it here for as long as you can. Breathing in when you're ready. Drop the knees back down. Inhale here. Exhale, slide left hand, right knee forwards. Inhaling here. Slowly exhaling through the mouth. Pause, open the ribs, and then lift the hips up. Working the heels down towards the mat if you can. Holding it here for as long as you can. Keep those elbows bent. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Nice, lovely. Let's just sit back onto the heels, come off the arms, come off the wrists. Let's just give the wrists a bit of a circle one way and then the other way. Lovely. Let's rise up onto the feet now. Great. We're going to come into our Artemis position. So pinky fingers into the hip crease, feet hip distance apart. We're going to lift up and over, lengthen the spine, 45-degree angle. Heels of the hands to the top of the thighs. Balance point is forwards onto the front of the feet. Nice. We're going to start lifting the arms as we exhale. So you're going to inhale in position. Exhale, lift the right arm. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the left arm. Inhale, bring the arms down. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Hold the breath out, pause, open the ribs. Option to lift right arm up first and then the left arm as well on that apnea. Holding it here for as long as you can. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Nice, bringing the hands back down. Inhaling here. Exhale slowly through the mouth, lifting both arms up. Inhale, bring the arms down. Exhale slowly through the mouth, lifting the arms up into third. Inhale, arms down. Exhale slowly through the mouth with the arms down. Hold the breath out, pause, open the ribs, lift the arms up on the apnea, holding it here for as long as you can, balance point forwards. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Arms come back down and we stand back up. Nice. Lovely. We're going to make our way down to the floor now and we're going to do one last exercise on the floor. So coming back into our Artemis position, we're going to inhale here. Exhale, reach the ears away from the shoulders, chin comes towards the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, just curling above the bra strap. Inhale here. Exhale, full curl, hands slide down just above the knees, look at your belly button, balance point forwards, hold the breath out and then open the ribs. Holding it here for as long as you can. And breathing in whenever you're ready. Inhale here. Exhale, reach the hands about 2 feet forwards, look back at your legs. Inhale. Exhale, small shuffle back with one foot and then the other foot. Inhale here. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Spread the mat apart with your hands. Hold the breath out. Pause, open the ribs. Lovely. Hold it here. Breathing in whenever you're ready. You're going to drop the knees down and then come down onto your back. Nice. Bring your hands underneath your head, so interlace them. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Bring the elbows out towards the side and bring your thumbs down the back of the neck, back side of the neck. Okay, bring your feet into Demeter, so dorsiflex. Draw the heels down and back slightly. And we're going to do 3 breaths apnea, and we're going to lift our head and shoulders up slightly on the apnea. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale in position. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhale here. And then exhaling softly and slowly. Inhale. Exhaling slowly through the mouth. Hold the breath out, open the ribs. Can you grow your neck long and away from you and then bring your chin towards your chest and then think about rounding above that bra strap as well. Keep the elbows wide. Hold it here. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Exhale to release back down. Nice, lovely. You can either keep your legs here or bring your legs up into a tabletop position with the feet dorsiflex. We're going to do that movement again. So you're going to inhale here. Exhale slowly through the mouth. We'll do 2 breaths and an apnea. Inhale. And exhaling softly and slowly. Hold the breath out. Pause, open the ribs, reach your ears away from your shoulders, chin comes towards the chest, keeping space for a plum, and then rounding or curling above the bra strap as well, holding it here for as long as you can. Really engaging the core in this one, breathing in whenever you're ready, and then bringing the feet back down. Nice, bring the hands to cactus or arms to cactus. Shift the legs over to one side, so knees fall to one side, back to center, and then the knees fall over to the other side. Back to center, and we'll go the other side, one more time. Back to center, and then last side. And then back to center, rolling over onto your side, coming up to a seated position, and that is our practice complete.